Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Wilson. He finds an opening past the 40. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the option, here's Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score is Seahawks 20, Colts nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The big fella. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Yeah, we dominate today.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's get this. Mike 54. Mike 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long.
From the gun, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Watch the twist. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
36 power. Hey, alert.
Here we go. Shoot.
Far left.
Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
Hey. Ready for this, man. They not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot. Gun.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike, 58 right there.
Far left.
58's the money. 58's the money. Stop your whining. Hey, 58 is the mic. Well, 58's the mic. I'm trying to collect.
Gun.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go.
On 1st down, Wilson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
They run the counter. Carson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ball carrier.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On third down, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Brings up fourth down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
56.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go, D.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 40-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
It's our field. It's our field.
Operating from the gun. Rivers to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. So they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll throw again. Rivers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, Rivers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Tyler Lockett now with a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Alert, 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 alert. Run left, run left. Mine's 54. Mine's 50.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now it's Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and he slings one that's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Wilson will throw again. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
50-yard line.
Rivers now for the 50. The toss here completed to Pittman. Rivers 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
I got you, boy. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Hey, Rocket. 54. 6-man.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
1st down, Rivers. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Check pass. Check pass.
Rivers fires this into the flat, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the 1st half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
From the gun, Rivers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. And
now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again here, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines.
And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll try to run with Hines. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Now the rookie out of Wisconsin. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
A 6-yard loss.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Lockett, the return. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Seahawks.
Now Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Seattle.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson.
And his throw is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, right over here. Yeah. Mike, 58. 19. Let's go, let's get this ball back. Put it on the field. Let's go. 58 is the money. 58 is the money. Go. Go, go,
Throwing again. Wilson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
58.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
4-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. You ain't doing nothing today. 18. You ain't doing nothing today. 49, check 49, check 49. He's checking.
They run the counter. Carson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Rivers now, the throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A good throw here, finding Pascal. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And he'll find Pittman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Hines. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's open. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Wilson wants to throw it. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Benson Mayowa in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little